Hello, BookTube. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, but I wanted to get in one more video, so I thought we'd do some mail. There's a little bit of mail. What have we got? 2 packages in a box. That's plenty to talk about. It doesn't have to be a long video. Let's see what this first one is. Okay, this is a finished copy of a December book, essentially. It comes out on the 29th of November. This is the finished copy of Josiah Osgood's book, Uncommon Wrath, about Caesar and Cato, Julius Caesar and Cato. The fall of the Roman Republic had its roots in institutional corrosion. Economic woes, government corruption, and the rise of crime. But perhaps just as damaging was the deadly feud between Julius Caesar and Marcus Cato, politicians, rivals, and the subjects of this new book. This is a compelling, thoughtful presentation of the Roman Republic's descent from a bastion of democratic governments to a divided nation in the throes of violence. While Julius Caesar and Marcus Cato shared a deep commitment to the Republic, their ideological differences, pleasure versus asceticism, generosity versus austerity, fueled a dangerous divide amongst their fervent followers. The ensuing decades saw a rise in extremism, corruption, and violence, ending with a disastrous civil war and the fall of the Roman Republic. Okay, well, that kind of a summary is maddening. You do not have a commitment to the Republic if you are willing to end it. It's as simple as that. You are not intending to make America great again if you intend to turn it into an autocracy, with you as the sole potent dictator. Those are a contradiction in terms. And that opening business, that the fall of the Roman Republic had its roots in institutional corrosion, economic woes, government corruption, and the rise of crime. The fall of the Roman Republic has its roots in one person, and that person is on this cover. But new book on Roman history is always a worthwhile thing. So let's move on to this next one. This is the other package, and then we'll get to the box, and that's going to have to be it for today, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Oh, how interesting. What a neat little coincidence. This is November 8th, so this comes out real soon. And this is the other major new release on Roman history this year. This is by Anthony Everett, who a lot of you will know, and Roddy Ashworth, and it's their book on Nero. Very interesting. So I'm getting both of these on the same day. Wonderful. All right, well, let's see. For those of you who didn't, this comes out in the first week of November. There are many infamous stories about the Roman Emperor Nero. He set fire to Rome and thrummed his lyre as it burned. Cruel, vain, and incompetent, he then cleared the charred ruins and built a vast palace. He committed incest with his mother, who had schemed to kill and place him on the throne, and later murdered her. Nero has long been the very image of a bad ruler, a legacy left behind by the historians of his day who despised him. But there is a mystery. For a long time after his death, anonymous hands laid flowers on his grave. The monster was loved. And this goes into that in great detail. This is the first week of November. Okay, let's get the paperwork out of the way here. Those of you who are interested, Nero hasn't had a biography in the popular press in about 20 years. The last one, I think, was called Nero, the End of a Dynasty, because Nero, of course, once he was assassinated, gave rise to the Year of the Four Emperors, and then to someone who wasn't a Julio-Claudian at all. Fascinating. So the 2 Roman history books of the season, side by side. Fantastic. So, Frida, settle down, baby girl. Boy, she drives her crazy when she's not on camera. Then we have this box. I don't think there's any way that this can be another Roman. This is 2 days in a row. We got, what was it, Seneca and Cicero yesterday. Today we get Julius Caesar and also Nero. But I don't think there's anything else, unless there's something maybe that, on the horizon that I don't know about. Let's see what this is. Oh boy. No, this isn't Roman history. This is a big plug of a thing. How wonderful. This is Stalin's War by Sean McMeekin. This is a gigantic paperback. I don't usually get finished paperbacks from publishers. This is a gigantic paperback of one of the most interesting World War II histories that I've read in a long, long time, where the author he is determined to move the frame of action completely away from the West, completely away from Hitler. And he's a fantastic writer. This was just such a, well, the paperback will have all the blurbs. Oh, okay, including one from me. Great, right on the top. Fantastic. But this got reviewed everywhere. This should have lots and lots of other blurbs. Financial Times, National Review, Washington Examiner, the Irish Times, Spectator, BBC. Huh, I'm not seeing any of the major American review journals. Why not? Library Journal, but they get it early. Publishers Weekly and Kirkus. Okay, but what about the Wall Street Journal or the Washington Post? Christian Science Monitor is the only major American review that I see here. I wonder why that is. They must have reviewed it. Well, anyway, I think I sent my hardcover of this away to one of you. The review copy is long gone, so I'm glad to have this. Very glad to have it. Might even be worth a reread. So there is an appropriately nonfiction exclusive mail haul for the doorstep of Nonfiction November. We have the season's 2 major Roman histories, a biography of Nero and a controversial new interpretation of why the Roman Republic fell. And then we have Sean McMeekin's Stalin's War in a big fat trade paperback from Basic Books. Great. Great. Not a dud in the bunch. So that's going to do it. That's our mail haul for today. Not a long thing at all, but maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, BookTube.